Generic greetings! Endless Space is a 4X space strategy game that got me into 4X as a genre. I'd played other games beforehand, so your Civilizations and the like, but it was its mix of accessibility and the fact that it was set in space that really allowed me to get into that world and the way of thinking and sort of sink a lot of time into the game. In fact, as of the time of recording, I've got 159 hours played on the original Endless Space, which when you compare that to the current price on Steam, works out to be about 14p an hour. Not a bad return on investment. Obviously, I was very excited for Endless Space. I have played it only about 2.5 hours though, so this is certainly first impressions, not a review, let me make that perfectly clear. Also, this is early access. They're going for a similar model as they did with Endless Legends, so there's only half the factions, a lot of the systems will either be incomplete or just missing, and obviously there'll be bugs, things like that. I'm going to show you a bit of it, and you can decide whether it's something for yourself. I'm going to try and explain the difference between this and Endless Space, but I will also go through as much as I can. So let's just go to new game. And firstly, we'll look at the empires. Now, if you look at the evolution of Amplitude's games, essentially they started off with, your Endless Space and stuff, and the factions did have differences, but a lot of them were statistical differences, so like a bit more food here, a bit more speed on that ship there, things like that. And as they've progressed on, especially when you look at Endless Legend and some of the DLC, they've really gone for an asymmetrical model, and that's really what they're going for here. And I guess the Sophons here, they're typical grey aliens that do a bit of research. They're the basic, bog standard, generic faction that you're going to encounter. And then as we progress on to the Cravers, they have a weird thing where they're space locusts. They're a mix of they're a machine organic hybrid type thing, and they'll go to an area, they'll rip all the resources of it, and then it's pretty much decimated, and then they'll move on. So yeah, you don't want to, they're a bit like sort of Tyrannidy from 40k, or maybe the Borg perhaps, things like that. Either way, they're horrible and they're always at war with you. And then we've got the Vodani, which now we're starting to get real big differences, not just statistical differences, but actual mechanics in it. So these are shipbound. They just don't colonize planets as far as I can say. Look, it says never colonize systems. I've never played them, so I don't know if it's possible any other way, like buying it out or via attacking people and then maybe getting it off them. Maybe that is the way to do it, but either way, for stock race, faction, whatever you would like to call it, they cannot take over planets. They just sit on it with arcs and siphon the resources off. Similar in a way to the Pilgrims, which was Endless Space, and they could essentially take a planet and then sort of bung all of their colonists onto an arc and say, go over there. And, that was, I think, an underused feature. Certainly I never used it much, and I don't know anyone that did, but either way, that's a nice idea. And then you got the Lumeris, which are, again, a lot different because they cannot actually make planets. They can't send colony ships out. They don't get them. They just buy them because they're space traders. In fact, they're a bit Godfather-like. They're a bit Mafia-like. I think. Either way, we're going to play them because I think it'll be interesting. And obviously, we've got other factions to come in, and hopefully they'll have like really different systems and things with it, and that should be good. Let's have a quick look at some of the classes of ship, and there you go, and you can see it get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Very, very nice. Oh, that looks like a very good battleship. Right, we'll select that. We've got Galaxy Ship Spiral. You can only goes up medium size, so that's a bit of a shame. We've only got an age normal, yes. A number of constellations, few or unique, whatever. We can go up to 6 competitors. I think the original goes up to about 8, so again, Endless Space and stuff. Early access and stuff for this one. Custom factions, yes, but we can't actually make them as far as I can tell at the moment. And I'll just click start and we'll see what happens. So we'll get this sort of weird load-in, animatic thing. We'll just skip past it. Essentially, it's just someone saying, yeah, we're mafia guys, we're bad guys. So, let's have a quick look at the galaxy. It's quite small, I'll be honest, it's quite small. And we can scroll out, very big, and then go into the planet, and there is our planet. So, very difficult to just run down all of the statistics, but we'll give it a go. So, where's our planet, the one we've got colonized? There's our planet that's colonized, and it will generate FIDSI, so food, industry, dust, science, and influence. Food is used for population growth, among other things. Industry is used for building things like ships or planet upgrades. Dust is used for quite a few things. It could be used essentially for trading as well as special abilities, just buying things out, things like that. Your science is used for your research, which we'll get onto in a moment. And then you have your influence, which is used for diplomatic things, as well as in this one, doing things with your voting. Now, One of the things that the original game didn't have really is that essentially everybody was on your side, like on your faction. Everybody was on your side. Everybody like you, no problems whatsoever. Now that might not be the case. You can get like different voter groups and things like that. So anyway, we'll have a quick look at the overall galaxy. We can see that we're here in this sort of top left corner, and then we've got 4 jump routes. So we can send our ships off these jump routes and find out what it is, but we don't really know what's there. So how we're going to find out? Well, we have, luckily, 2 scout ships here, and one of the new features now is you can actually launch a probe, and you can launch a probe in a direction like that, and I've got a couple of probes, so I'm just going to fire them out, and I'm going to do the same on the other one, and launch probe, and what that'll do is, actually, I'm not going to send them all out, what that'll do is, it'll essentially go for 6 turns, and it'll scout out that way, so we can see what we've got. You can also use probes, if I just go over here, to, hang on, we need to go a little bit further in. It's a little bit dodgy when it comes to scrolling in. You can use them to actually do a bit of like a survey of the planet. So I'm going to do that, and what will happen is we'll fire a probe, and it'll hit the planet, and then hopefully not crash into someone's back garden, and then we will find nothing. So we've done an expedition, and there is nothing there. What a shame. Let's send another one over to this one. This is inhospitable for us at the moment. But we found loot. We found a medal, apparently. just in the dirt or something. We've got some influence, which is good. Now, you will also find things like, you might find titanium there, or some, like, dust water, or some other resource that you are looking for and you need in your empire, so yes. Obviously, we can zoom into the plants as well to take a nice little look at it, and we can see its overall FIDS, FIDS, food, industry, dust, science, yes, like output. Your influence is generated by population, I'm guessing. You can actually research it manually like that, but that puts it in the queue for the system, so we don't want to do that. What I do want to do, however, is get myself some drone networks, which will give us +5 industry and +5 food, and we'll put that, it's going to take 5 turns. There we go, and then we'll zoom out. Right. So, we also have a hero, and we'll inspect the hero. So they have a ship, which you can edit. I'll get onto ship editing later on, because it's a bit of a nightmare. Yep, there's some guns and missiles, cool. Let's go back to that inspection. We've got some statistics, which I'm not going to go through, because, honestly, you don't really need to know at this point. Skill tree, there's your skill tree. When you level up, you can go into this sort of, well, the different ways, so it's essentially like war or colony management, things like that. What I'm going to do, I'm going to shove him on this planet, and let's have a quick look. What's the best way of doing it? No governor. Now we do have a governor. There we go. So he's going to be doing some governing and hopefully telling the people, to work harder and get the whip out and such. Right, so they are scouting over there. What I'm going to do is take my ships, and I will send one over there, and you can see the ships will sort of spin around and head off. Originally, Endless Space, well, the original Endless Space had the ship's model, but now you've just got this like weird sort of, what is it, like a wireframe type thing, which is fine, yeah, but obviously when we get into combat, it won't do that. Hopefully I will show you some combat as well. So, there is the like head of the mafia, essentially, our faction, and just giving us a bit of a blurb. Now, you've got things like quests in the game and overall objectives and stuff, and we'll get onto that later on. First thing we need to do, though, is worry about research. So, research trees split into different eras. You've got a total of 5 eras by the look of it, although the last 2 are not implemented yet. And essentially, the way you get onto the next era is get 10 technologies. Not from the previous one, although, well, Endless Legend, the way you get the technology, essentially every 10 you get another era. It doesn't have to be from that previous era, so to get era 3 you don't have to have 10 technologies from era 2, but you just need to research technologies in general. What I'm going to do is the typical xenology, and that will give us xeno-industrial infrastructure, and that gives us extra industry, which is always useful. Okay, so that's researching. That is good. We can go to this view up here. We can press space at any time, and what that does is gives us like a different overview of what's going on. Shows us where is that. This is the diplomacy tab, but when you scroll in, you'll actually get different like overlays based on how far you're out. So that will show you like who you're at war with, where your trade routes are, things, and links and stuff. Obviously, there's nobody that we found yet. We've got trade routes, which again, similar sort of thing. And then you go over to economy as well, and it generally gives you an overview of what it's outputting. I must confess, it's not entirely clear at times, but, you know, it is what it is. And then we'll close that because we don't need to know. Right, so is anything else we need to do? I don't think so. A couple of other tabs. You've got your victory and performance, which at the moment you can only win 2 ways, I believe, which is essentially kill everybody or take over everything. It is early access after all. We've also got a bit of an overview of, like, what our traits are and things like that. This will mean more for, I guess, when you make your own faction, so you've just, you know, reminder what you've actually got. You've got this is like this is a big thing in the game. This is like your Senate breakdown and overall like population. So you've got political parties, you've got census of population, and we can see your population. So we've actually got 2 Lumeris. Well, that's our faction. Then we've got Hiroshims, whatever they're called. I don't really know these names, and it shows you like what they like prefer to go into and do the different events and stuff. So they really like where pacifists they will generate doubled amount apparently when the pacifist stuff's going off because they have a political output, and essentially based on your population the parties can change and then they can go and splinter off into different factions. I must confess I haven't seen it happen personally. Like I said, I've only played about 2.5 hours, so I haven't got into a point where I've had a major split and my entire faction breaks down. I have seen different political parties and stuff, and things like that, I believe. So yeah, it's interesting. Also, you've got different laws as well, which are just like overall global events. So you can just set them going. So you can say, look, love, not war rules. So you can say, look, plus 10 approval on peace on systems and plus 10 for alliance. And you can set that going, or you can just, there's different ones here, and you'll get access to different ones based on, I believe, the overall faction that is in power and stuff. So a big change here from the previous one. As I said previously, the original End of Space, everybody was essentially drones. They were all on your side, no problem at all. Yes sir, no sir, 3 bags full sir. Now they're going, I don't like that. I don't like that you've cut this, or that you've put me on a horrible asteroid. I don't like it, and now I'm going to vote against you, and then it goes horribly wrong probably. Economy screen, nothing in there. This is trading companies. I don't know whether this is a thing specific for this faction. I have no idea. Either way, we'll go on to the next one. This one, I've showed you that one. That is these science and stuff. Then we've got our ship design, so we can design other ships. I'm not going to do that yet because we haven't really got anything to design. And then we've got our overall academy and hero management, which we've had a look at. Anyway, let's just go back and we'll end the turn. So, there we go. Oh, by the way, today's beverage is a nice cup of tea that's getting colder by the minute. So, we will auto-move ships because they're pretty much down this drive here. And we have discovered a minor faction, the Hisso. Wow, they're a minor faction now. Really? They were a major faction in the original, weren't they, the Hisso? I'm pretty sure on that one. Either way, we found them over there. So, minor factions. These were something that was introduced in Endless Legend, and really, really good things. It gives it a nice sort of sense that the galaxy isn't just empty. Let's have a quick look on this system and what happens when you first encounter it. You will sort of zoom in and it gives you this little overview. You can skip it, by the way. You can sort of press left click and it'll skip it, but it shows you what's there, and also says unknown life form curiosity. So what we'll probably do is we'll do a bit of scannage over here. And can we do some scannage? We cannot because we're not there yet. Look, we're still actually traveling, so we can't do any scanning over here. Let's have a quick look. So we've got Zenis 1, unknown ruins, unknown life form, unknown subterranean stuff. We're going to skip all of that. And what's this star look? It's actually a Zenis. These constructed suns warm any type of planet. That's weird. That is really weird. What I like, especially in Endless, not so much in the original Endless Space, it did have a bit of it, but it was really pronounced in Endless Legend, is that you had a sense that, you weren't the first here, you won't be the last. Actually, you sort of were going to be the last because the planet was falling apart. But it had ruins and it had different things like ancient pieces of stuff, and I like that they've sort of gone down that route with this. Like, you can, I assume changing the age of the galaxy will also affect this, but yeah, that's quite good. So what I'm going to do is, can I send something over there? Not enough probes. I don't have enough probes. We do generate probes over a certain amount of time, I believe, so we'll wait and then we'll start sending some probes. So these are our planets here. You can see we can't actually do anything to these two, but we can try and colonize that, and it costs 200 to do that, but I'm not going to do it just yet because I want to save my cash. That's how these guys essentially spread. They just go, yeah, I'm just gonna I'm just going to sort of buy my way through things. Anyway, I'm going to send the ship back over here and go round this way, because I have a feeling we're going to encounter someone about there. Because, well, all the 3 or 4 games that I've played, there's always someone around here. Right, auto move ships, there we go. 3 turns to build this drone networks, and it's got 3 population, and that one says capital. As I said several times now, one of the great things about the original game is that it was very readable. You could understand what was there. You could easily mouse over something, so there's got Hyperium there, we've got Titanium, and we've got some Transvine. Berries. And what's that? Red Sang? Red Sang. Oh, he remembers. Right. So, got a probe. We're going to get the probes out, and we should be the Sophons for this, but we're not. Let's fire a probe out. And see what's here. And we have found some Red Sang and some Red Sang loot. So we should have some Red Sang now. Hang on. Let's go over quick. Where is it? Where is it? There it is. Luxury resources. Red Sang. Lovely. Yeah. And you can say effects within a system upgrade, plus 50 just on system. And you can spend it on different upgrades and things like that. But anyway. So where do we go from there? We could hang around, or we could start scanning. Or we could go down here. I'm going to go down, because I think it's more important to start finding who else is around here, rather than just sitting around. So end the turn. So you can see how our influence is expanding. This is like your borders. It matters for... this is your sight radius, this one here, and then this one here is your... That's your sight radius, like what you can scan. Then this one is your overall borders and stuff. If they're in there, then you control it. And obviously that will matter later on when you encounter other things. There you go, look. See, come along and whee! It just sort of spins around. I'm just going to keep ending a turn because there's nothing else to really do here. We haven't met anyone. Can't design any ships. And, quest started. Business as usual. So this is I believe the main faction quest for the faction we're playing. And obviously every single faction will have one of these. So we have an objective. There's now choices. Instead of just saying you have to do this, you now get choices. So create 3 outposts, assimilate 1 minor faction, or discover 25% of the galaxy systems. Well, that shouldn't be that difficult because this is a small map and we could probably do it very, very quickly. I think, however, we will go for probably assimilate a minor faction, and it'll give us a little bit of a reward. There's loads of flavor text and stuff which I will not read out because, well, I'll probably end up ballsing it up somehow. We have encountered a faction. So who are they? They are the Vodani, apparently, and the Vodani Church acknowledges you. Hi, how are you doing? Actually, they're not the Vodani, are they? No, they're an unknown empire. They're the Vodani, there. Right, okay. So they're... who are these, then? The unknown faction. They could just be pirates. Prowlers. Yeah, they could just be... Could they be pirates, or could them prowlers? The ship model, to me, looks like it is a Craver. But we don't know. End the turn. They're probably going to attack me, though, when I go to Tireless. We'll see what happens, though. Auto move, and it'll almost certainly attack us. Okay, so... there is a battle here. Right, well, I shouldn't fight this, and I'm probably not going to, but I'll give you a little quick overview. So, this is the overall what's going to happen. Now, like the original Endless Space, once you're... actually, not like the original Endless Space. The original Endless Space, once you got into a fight, you had different phases. So, you had your, essentially, long range, medium range, short range, and you played cards, and those cards would be not rock, paper, scissors. It was sort of rock, paper, scissors, dynamite, Spock, sledgehammer, whatever. And it would counter other people's cards. So it might be an engineering card that gives you additional shields, but also if someone else played, I don't know, like a speed card, it would cancel out yours. And it would be an automated system where the 2 fleets would fight each other. And then once you play different cards, it would like change a couple of statistics and maybe give you a little boost to certain things. But essentially, you had to watch it fight, and that's even more pronounced in this one. Essentially, once you're done with your battle plan, which you can say, right, I want to say broadside or interlock. Interlock says 20% damage. So these are not your cards, but your overall battle plan. It'll give you a sort of compatibility with the fleet that you have. Now, this is a bit of a problem, and I'll get to that in a moment. But you can also say, what are they going to do? We don't really know, but we can say they might do that. They're probably going to go with a close because they get extra experience and also 100% compatibility because that's what their ships are pretty much made up of. And we can say, well, actually, I want to do that, and you get like little stars there to say, like, actually, that's a really big bonus for them, things like that. And once you've done that, you will then pretty much click fight and watch it. You cannot do anything else. And some people are going to like that. Some people are not going to like it. I'm not saying like I'm not saying I don't care, because I like watching the fights, but I also didn't mind the card playing as well. Also, a big problem is that, see this battle plan? If I've got, like, say, a long-range missile boat and a short-range flak vehicle, I have to play the same battle plan for all of it, as far as I can tell. There's no way to say, right, well, that fleet goes there, that fleet goes there. I think you can add different fleets. Essentially, if they're in 2 different fleets, it might be different, but if they're all in the same one, I think it's a bit of a problem. Anyway, I'm going to retreat from... What's the advance button do? It's that one. Yeah, it is just that. Okay. Anyway, we're going to retreat, because I don't want to fight that, and I will run away, because, yeah, I really don't want to fight that. You will take a bit of damage. As you can see, it is damage, but we'll go back there. We know that Titus is not a place we want to go. Now, there's our probe, heading off into the unknown. Very, very nice. So, we have finished our drone networks, and we're going to sort this out. So, we go for Xeno-Industrial Infrastructure, and we've also finished our research. So, we're going to select that, and we're going to go for probably... where is it? There we go. Xeno-Synergy? Yeah, Xeno-Synergy allows diplomacy with minor factions, which is something that we want, because we've got a minor faction over there, and one of our options is to assimilate a minor faction, because I can go over here and say, right, let's have a little chat with them, and at the moment, I can't do anything. There's nothing I can do with them, because I don't have the ability to talk to them. I could declare war if I had the influence, but I've only got 74 and I need 75. One off. By the way, you also get a overall a couple of traits for the faction. So warmongers, hunting culture, aggressive. That's what their overall feelings are with us, and you can bribe them and things like that as you go on, which we will be doing. So our ship is over there. It's doing okay. Let's just go this way and see what we can find. What's in this system? So we'll have a quick run around. I'm just going to skip all that because we don't need to do that for now. And look at that. What star is that? That is a... Mizar. That's the overall planet name. Stars have a chance of harbouring dry, Wathorn burning planets. Very nice. And they're all inhospitable to us. There we go. Right, and we'll end the turn. Okay, auto move ships. And, aha! I've discovered the planet Tikhonri, whatever that one is. Show location. Where is it? It is there, apparently. We'll skip all of that because we don't want to see it now. And... there it is. I don't know why I should care about that one. You can find Auriga. It is here. I have encountered it several times. I am assuming it's going to be important, or at least it's going to be a nice little thing for you to find and go, oh, look, I found Auriga, which is endless space. Endless... actually, it was in endless space in the diplomacy expansion, I believe, and then obviously it's the main planet that you're based on this legend. Just going to do a bit of searching, and our expedition has brought us a 30 dust, which is good, and then we'll go over to this frozen gas thing. And frozen gas? Hang on, that's not right. Can you have frozen gas? I don't know. Right, so we'll need to go over to... well, essentially we can only go one way. We have to go this way. I'm going to send a probe over there. I'm just going to fire a probe out over there, see what we can find. Okay. 6 turns until I get this research. We'll end our turn. And it looks like someone has actually leveled up as well. The power of the academy has reached level 2. Heroes will start at this level when recruited. Excellent. And also, our population is increased. So our population in Rix, which is the only place we have, it's now grown a population. There you go. And actually a Lumeris. So if you've got certain populations that may breed faster, then it could be an issue if they are against you. Like if they don't really like what you're doing. Like say if they're complete pacifists and you're like a warlike culture and you've just taken them over, and they say if they grow like really fast and they breed really fast, they could end up voting you out, and it could be a bit of a nightmare. But that's all good. That's what, you know, more systems like that are sort of cool. Right, what I'm going to do is send my scout vessel up here. And then this one I'm going to send that way. What I'm trying to do is... actually, I'll send a probe over there. And over there. And then I'm going to go this way. Because I'm essentially trying to find other people. So, let's see what happens. And I found 3C75. Ah, good old 3C75. Place to take the kids on the weekend. Right, it's just an asteroid field. And plus 50 industry and system. And I've also explored 20% of the galaxy. And yeah, not a big galaxy. When you zoom out, by the way, you do get like a little name for your constellation stuff, I believe. Is a constellation the right word? Your little area, your region. But for some reason it's in a very specific zoom level, so it's not there. It's there, but not there. So it's like I need to just fine tune it. Anyway, let's go to trade scan and we can see the trade routes. Right, cool. Don't really care about that. And then diplomacy. Actually, speaking of diplomacy, let's have a little shaky hand. So there is the person there. You can see that they are at Cold War with us, and their overall approval is, they don't really care. Diplomatic abilities, none by the look of it. We've got 2 unknown empires. Well, we know what they are because we placed them. So it's a Sophons and a Cravers, isn't it? I'm going to click on them, and we can say, you know, empire, dust, declare war, close borders, things like that. Now, one of the things that always annoys me, and I know there's games that do this, and to be fair, Endless Legend did add these things in. There's a lot missing from a lot of diplomacy stuff. Like, you know, there's no real espionage stuff. There's no real, you know, sneaking around and trying to, you know, do backdoor deals and things like that. I really hope that this is expanded. At the moment, you've got like treaties, you've got resources that you can trade, technology, and planets. At the moment, there's no like, you know, you attack them. I don't know whether it's just because I haven't met them or because I haven't got the technology to do that yet, because you do need the technology to actually talk to different people. But either way, I hope that is expanded and we do get that sort of thing in. Hero has leveled up, so we will go to Hero Management and we'll click on him. And we'll go to his skill points. So where are we going to put his skill points? Well, these are all like astronavigation and stuff, which we don't really care about because this is planet-based. That one is experience points on fleet. That is on system. Extra food and industry on planets. That one is dust on system. That's pretty good. Fleet health. What's the overall one? That's transcendental outlook, which is plus or times 0 dust on hero. That's not very good. I'm guessing it's because there's no previous traits researched. That's good. A monopoly. Plus 100% from trade routes. Income on system. Well, we do want to go that way, so I think we'll go for family favour. Increases the dust regenerate. And we'll apply that one. Okay. So, I think what I'll do, I will go over here. And I think we're going to colonize the system. So you can essentially just go, colonize the planet instantly. Done. That's it, right? Done. We've now created an outpost. I don't know like who's going to be there. Essentially have people migrate there and stuff. They'll want to move over there for reasons. You can do like essentially you've got 3 options for either give them more food or encourage people to go there, things like that. But they all cost resource and we can't do it at the moment anyway. So there we are. And that's bad because there's also an enemy fleet. So hopefully they won't start sieging that. I should have checked before I did that. Sack it. It's just a preview. I'm just showing you how it is. Right, so that's been done. And what else do we need to do? We need to scout out that way. Like I say, we're trying to just see what we can find. And it's heading off. What I'll do, I'll take this guy. Is he sitting there? Is he there yet? He's not there. He's still traveling. But we'll go up that way, I think. Yes, there we are. And then we will end the turn. So we still need to assimilate 1 minor faction. We should be able to do that in a couple of turns, we hope. My probes are still going out, as you can see. This is like a weird fog of war type thing, which we just don't know what's over there. I believe it was the Sophons originally that just unlocked... Oh, we can't get anywhere. Look, that's a dead-end system. That's bad then, because I know there's no way over here to get to this side. So I'm guessing there's no way down here. Now, this isn't the first time it's happened, and I don't know whether it's just because it's a small map or whether there's technology later on that'll change it. I, like I said, don't really know. I tried it on a medium map and we were all good, but not now for some reason. Anyway, end the turn. Obviously, all planets have different traits as well, so you've got things like hot there, and it'll change like who likes to go there and stuff. So, 1 more turn until we can... let's see what's in Andromeda. We've got gas frozen, boreal, and snow. Very nice. Yeah, I don't know whether the traits really matter for certain things. I'm guessing they do. I'm guessing it's for... when people are moving over. So Andromeda, do you want to do some scannage? We might as well see what we can find. Probe out. And we have found a life form. It's a hollow planet. Weird. Hollow planet. And it's also plus 15 manpower loot used for ground battles. Cool. Ground battles are... Well, in the original Endless Space... Well, actually, they didn't exist in the original Endless Space. They were put in, I believe, in Diplomacy. Was that true? Am I talking garbage there? I'm not too sure how accurate that statement is. Either way, essentially what you did is you put them on the planet and went, there you go, you've either captured it or you failed. But now you get like a little overview where they attack each other and stuff. It's quite cool. So we've now done a, well, bit of building of, what was it? That, hang on. Can't find it. Essentially, it was increase more industry so we can build these quicker. So we can go for sustainable farms, which is... Also, the technology research have political impact as well. You can see it increase. This one increased the ecologists. They'll like that. That one goes for the pacifists. And depending on what technology you get, it will... it could anger or... change the overall like voting populace's opinion of you. So if you go for like war technology and you're full of pacifists, they're probably not going to like that. Anyway, we'll go for, I think, intergalactic supermarket, because I think it is can only be what it was. Yeah, it's a unique improvement. It's going to take me 15 turns to get that, or I could just buy it out for 3,000 plus change dust, which is not something I have. Actually, speaking of that, yes, we do have that as standard. You can see this is anything in white means we can research it. Anything in yellow means we've already got it. What I'm going to do is go for efficient shielding. You can see there's like overall technologies at the top here that is for that era. So this technology here is for like empire development. This one is for population and diplomacy. This one's for war, and that one is for exploration and science. And these ones are just general era ones. So that gives us efficient shielding, which is like 2 classes of ship. And then it means I can show you the ship building and stuff like that. So anyway, let's just beast forward here. We've got some more population. That's fine. As I said, what I'm doing here, I'm just trying to scan around. Let me skip all of that, and we will just have a little scan there. Send the probe over, and what are we going to find? Obviously, you can find like quests and stuff as well. Just got some more science out of that one, and I'm just going to send them over there. I'm just trying to discover these different systems. Also, I believe we can colonize something here. That one there, yes, we can colonize that one. Okay, cool. Now that we've got the ability to talk to a man-faction, we're going to have a little chat. So we can declare war, we can bribe, and when you bribe it, it increases the approval of you. So I'm going to keep bribing, and we can't bribe anymore. But next turn I'll bribe and then probably assimilate them. Hey, right, end turn. So it looks like actually there's no way out of this system, so I don't know what we're going to do, because there's only me and him connected to each other. So yeah, that's problematic at best, isn't it? What I'm going to do is do some more scanning over here, send a probe over to there. Sometimes you can't see, you can see that's actually locked. You need to have like the technology for it. We found a strong magnetic field anomaly, which is bad, but we've got some science production. And also, new event, friend or foe. Signals for the system indicate that it was once inhabited, and we found some weird spiky head hippo things, which we can either say, right, they are now cattle, plus 20 food on colonies for 10 turns, or increases industrialist political ideology, or we can go for pets and say approval on the empire. Let's have a quick look and we'll see what overall approval is. I can't, hang on, it'll be in there. Overall approval is content, and we've got good food. So you know what, I think we will say we'll have those as pets, because the idea of those wandering around your living room is absolutely hilarious. There we go. So we now got pets for them. Right, so that guy can... What's a bit more? Do you want to do a bit more probing? A bit more scanning? Yeah, we'll send it over there. And there we are. And we have found Transvine, and we've picked some berries because of that. Excellent. Also, event... A clever fake. One of the planets in the system first appears lifeless, and second at high power reveals the entire planet is a hologram. What? That is cool. Analyze the planet, because that sounds awesome. Never encountered this before. That is sweet. One of the things I liked in the original is that you could like check the individual planets, and you would get like you'd be able to see like if it was, for example, like a meteor. I think there was one thing where. One of the examples is you got loads of space debris like hovering around the planet, and I think I used to be like to look at the planets and see all the stuff around there, but it isn't like it's actually modelled here. I don't think. One of them's got a strong magnetic field, and I can't see it like hovering around. Although you can't see a magnetic field, I guess. Not under normal circumstances. Right, so we'll get our other ship over here, and I guess we will do a bit more scanning and see what we can find. There we go. This is inhospitable, huge lava planet. And we have found some Jadonics. Very nice. And also started... quest started a new hoist. Archaeologist has come up to a bizarre report. They claim to have seen a ghostly airship made of balloons and solar panels. Okay. Sure location. It's there, apparently. So, build an outpost there, essentially. That's our objective. It's long dead with the rest of the Endless. Planet could possibly be Kairos. Blah, blah. An ancient Endless who watch from the skies on a home planet. Okay. The Endless being, essentially, as far as I can tell, the creators of the galaxy in some senses. We're just going to keep scanning. We have to colonize that, but the chance of doing it are slim. Let's just keep... we'll sit there and see what happens. I've got another ship that is not doing anything. This one. I'm going to go over here to Mira. And I'm going to start sending probes out. It's weird that these are not connected. I don't know whether that's just a bug or not. Anyway, what I'll do is have a little chat with the guys here. A bit more bribage. And now, if we want to, because we are fully friendly, everyone's happy, we can assimilate them. And I'm going to do that. So, we've now assimilated them. So, you can see we've got a little colony there because, well, that's what it is. We can also, I believe, colonize this thing as well, but it will cost some dust. Well, actually, no, it won't cost dust because we've already colonized the area. It will just take time to do that. But we're going to go for Xeno-industrial infrastructure. But we now have these, and as you can see now, we now have the Hiso, which it might be bad because they are political opinions militarists. So that might really start changing things in here. So you have to really, worry about what you've got. So there you go. Look, there's the total population census and the details. So we've got sort of 3 races now, which is cool. End the turn. So I want to show you building ships, but I don't know if we'll get that way. Oh no, efficient shielding is soon. Available hero for recruiting. So I want someone who is essentially who's got a bit of warlike on them. That guy's got a flagship. That's just, well, it's not called flag. It's called the ship's called flag. How good is it? It is not bad. He's an admiral, and they're adventurer. See, that person would be good if we put it on our planet. But I'm going to go for you. Confirm that one. So, assimilation achieved. So that was our overall objective. So now, reach 150 dust per turn on one of your systems, and we get the Black Tax Authority. So we have got him. So we will got hero management. And do you want to create a fleet? I think we will create a fleet, and we'll create it at Rix. It's got his name on it. Rix. Right. One person will get that. Okay. We've also got a political survey. You can see the survey. It said that the pacifist political party is in the lead. Well, it would be, because it's the only one. Okay. So, that's one of the things I'm not entirely sure about. Can you change your political starting stuff? I've been playing a lot of Stellaris as of late, and honestly, I think it's fantastic. And one of the great things that it does is allows you to change your your political ideologies right at the start of the game, and also when you're in the game as well. You can sort of swing one way or the other in over loads of different areas. And I don't know if that's something they're going to be expanding on in this as well. But either way, it's good to see that in there. We do have a fleet, as you can see. And what I want to do, essentially, is get some more ships. But we haven't yet got the technology. So we're going for efficient shielding, which will give us that. And then what we want to do is go and beat the crap out of some of these guys over there. But we'll just keep on ending the turn. I'm not even bothered. Oh, it looks like they've captured that, which is a bit annoying. I was going to send this over somewhere. Over there. This is pending, it says, and I don't know why. There we go, it's just taking its sweet time. There we are. That's problematic, this one here. So, population has increased. Technology has been research-rated. So I think we'll go for non-baryonic particles, perhaps, which gives us science. Or what? Nah, I think we'll go for astrofinance because it gives us dust, and that's what we're all about. So we'll go over to this ship, and we will say, right, probes, probe over there, probe over there, probe over there. Obviously, they're very close together, but they'll expand out as they progress on. We'll go over to this one, and we'll say move to. Actually, no, because we do want to keep searching here. I can't. I've got to. I have to build an outpost on this planet. The chance of me building this now that they captured it, Slim to none then, isn't it? Because I'm going to have to take it out, and I'll probably have to destroy it and then build, so it's one of those issues. Anyway, let's go do ship a building, so we'll go over to this tab, and we can actually get, no, we can create it, or we've just got these standard ones here. So, we'll go to, what's that, brig? I don't know what the difference, that's roll as attacker. So let's go to create, and we'll select our, that was a glitch. We'll go for a ship, and it depends on the hull will change what they can do, and you get these like little animations, which is cool. So actually, which one? Yeah, that is no hull has been chosen. Exploration, protector, or attacker. So this is the attacker. And then what you do is you put modules on them. So this is quite different from the original. You've got like different attacking, defensive, and optional modules, and depending on what ship you've got, you can change things. So I can put this thing on there. That is a string gravitics engine. Essentially, it allows you to move because you need an engine. In terms of attacking, we can put on a couple of different things. We got ballistic high 1 slugs, which is short is optimal, medium is average, shows you the damage per second and stuff. Same for the lasers and the plasma beam. Plasma beam sounds really cool. So we put one on the front, shall we? Or put one on the side, and you get, oh no, you get one on the top there by the look of it. Yeah, that's definitely some sort of laser. Oh, no, that's a plasma cannon. Let's put a laser. What the hell was that? That's a laser. Put a laser on the side. Way, keep firing away there. So we want something that's medium range, I think, and we'll take that off. Yep, oh, cancel. So I'll take that off, and then we'll put them back on just to make sure that everything is legit. Obviously, it's changing all of the stats on the top. In terms of defensive, we've got plating, which gives you extra health, which I will put on. There you go. Doesn't change the look of it. Like, it doesn't make it more armoured, but we'll also put some shield on as well, and then what will happen is the shield will ripple over the top, or maybe not. Maybe it will not ripple over the top. There we go. Now it ripples over the top. There we go. Excellent. So we've got a ship. We can name it and change it around and things like that. Name it, you know, GS, generic ship, whatever, and we'll just create that and job done. So we'll build one of those just for the crack, and it's going to take 13 turns. We're going to alter the build order, so we build that in only 4 turns. And what I want to do is build it and then send it into a fight, and then you can see what it looks like. It's probably not going to win said fight, but it doesn't matter. I just want to send it in and show you what it is like. Can we actually just buy it out? 700 not? No, we cannot buy it out. Not at all. What's this? More population gained. Yes, understandable. Keep on ending the turn. I do want to scan over there. I mean, look, it's actually, I'm just weird. It's all sort of connected up. It looks like political party to support. I can finance campaign or just say, look, penalty the other, like intimidate the candidates, whatever. There's only one, so that's my official support for those. Next, so we're getting a bit of voting here, and what it does is it goes around your systems and shows you like what the trends are, who is voting for what. It gives you the breakdown. Essentially, they're gonna get all of the vote because there's only them left. If there was more, then you know that would change. I say only them left as if there'd been other people knocked out of the race. They haven't. Ah, crap. So new event, spaceman, Kala, spaceman, a spaceman. Select a role. Some new systems, an antiquated classification scheme used to categorize manufactions as citizens of religious communities up in arms. Classification systems mostly meaningless at this point, but to officially the process. What do we do? We ignore it, and we get science, or we can say change it. I don't really care. We'll just ignore it. Whatever. When in doubt, just ignore it and hope it goes away, because that's how life works. It doesn't. I would not recommend that. Okay, probage, probe. They're not going to reach that far. Look, I mean, the 3 turns there, so they're only getting to about here, and we're still not finding anything. Over here, we've got 1 turn until we research. Oh, we've got an idle system. We should probably resolve that. We'll get a generic ship. I'm going to build 2 ships. I'm going to clamp them together, clamp the fleets together, and then hopefully go to Zenith where there's, I don't know if there's actually someone there still. Heroes leveled up to level 3. We should now have, if I look here, yes, we do have a fleet. I'm going to create a fleet, and it brings them over this side. Obviously, we want to select both of these, and then we want to, why can't we create a new fleet? I think it's because, right, what I'm going to have to do is get rid of that guy and then assign him to that one. That guy is going to take a little while to change. Right. I'll need to assign him to the fleet rather than his own thing. Manufacturing discovered. The Mavros. They look like Sophons, but they've got loads of miniguns. They look cool. First contact, I guess. Hi, how's it going? And then we could bribe them out. Where are they? Ah, they're over here. So at least we found something. That's cool. So the way we could deal with this now is we can actually bribe our way out of it. And then assimilate them. And now we have our own little section here. And then we can actually start building different ships. So that's how we get over there. That's how I'm going to get over there. Right, so over to our fleet. We want to... we can't assign this guy because it does... Yeah, lock for a turn. When you change things, it... you know, you can't just rip a guy off a ship and then put him somewhere else. More research to be done. I think we'll go for interspecies HR. And then the turn. And then we can assign him to that one. Where's my other ship? I don't know where my other ship is. Either way, you're going to get assigned to that. There we are. And then I think I was building it over here, was I? Yes, one turn. So what I'll do is I'll move this fleet over there. And then we'll end the turn. Then hopefully we can actually go around and attack something. Although I can't see anything there. What I'll probably end up doing... we found another minor faction. I mean, Amplitude makes some weird things, don't they? What is that? It's some sort of industrial waste processor powered by dust by the look of it. Anyway, we've got a clever fake, Eureka. Prev scale accelerators is unlocked on the Empire. So after searching for this, we've spent, you know, ages going, yeah, that's definitely a hologram. I've also got some different events and stuff. You do get galactical events and stuff, as you did in the original. So I'm going to create another fleet, and then we'll end the turn. Oh, we still haven't got... We've got idle systems, so perhaps we'll get drone network. So what I want to do, as I said, go for a bit of a fight, which we probably won't win. It looks like the Ecologist Party has been unlocked. Okay, and they will be represented next. Don't know where they'll be, but we'll see. End the turn. Or rather, move these ships. And then what we'll do is we will create a new fleet. So we now have these fleets all together. Why can't we... It's weird that we can't put that guy with them. I don't know whether it's just me messing that one up. Either way, let's keep having a bit of a look around. Idle systems, I don't particularly care. All I'm trying to do now is get a fight, as I said. And I don't know where the best place to find said fight will be. Because I'm looking for... there's one. This'll do. This'll do quite nicely, in fact. Idle systems, that thing, build that, whatever it is, go. And then we'll do this thing here. So, we do have some unknown empires. Once we go in, we will be able to... Empire eliminated. What? What? Why was I eliminated? Rank first, you are victorious. I'm going to have to look back at that. How on earth? I'm sure it said eliminated, and now I'm first. Huh. Well, that's interesting. I'm going to look back at that and see what the deal is. Either way, that is a bit of Endless Space 2 for what it is. Well, it's... Well, let's get down to sort of brass tacks here. Is it good? Yeah, I'm enjoying it. Is it finished? No. Which is sort of obvious since it is actually in early access. What I like is that they're going for a model where they've saying, look, it ain't finished, right? And it ain't going to be balanced. What we're doing is trying all of these different factions out with loads of different abilities, and balance is boring. At least this way we know that if we make something interesting, it's going to be fun. I like that idea. It was just like when Endless Legend came out. I got it, I played it, I liked it, but my thoughts are the same for this game. I'm probably not going to touch this very much until it's got a bit more meat on the bones. Now, I'm not saying that it hasn't got a lot in here. It does, but I don't want to get into this for there to be bits missing and stuff. I'd rather wait. But for those who want to get the hold of it now and don't mind that, then by all means check it out. Links are in the description, as I said. I don't know if I'm going to be featuring any more of this. I'm certainly not going to be doing a series at the moment. I know a lot of people will be asking that. No, I'm not going to be doing a series at the moment. But in terms of featuring the other faction stuff, I might give it a go. It's a shame I couldn't show you the combat because it is a very, very good-looking thing. So, you know, we'll see about that one. Either way, links in the description so you can check it out yourself. Thank you very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings. Okay, so what I decided to do was load the quick save, which was the last turn before the game ended abruptly, and actually show you a fight, because I couldn't not. In all good conscience, I thought, you know what, I'm going to have to show you some fighting. There's my GS ships that I made just a moment ago. They're in this corner. It's just allowed me to continue on and play this, so that's fine. I'm going to go for broadside. I reckon they'll go for evasive, because it's got decent compatibility. Oh, they'll probably go for short range. Either way, what I'm going to do is click fight, and we will watch it. And as I said, this is all we can really do. Now, I don't know whether they're going to do that, but we'll see how it goes. So, very much like the original in the sense that it looks very nice and you can see fighting and stuff. There's them jumping in, although to be fair, I was the one jumping in, so well, whatever. There's my like doors opening up and putting a craft out. Now, I don't even know what that is for, but either way, we're on the bottom there. That might be the battle bridge or something, who knows. You can actually skip to the action. We don't need to do that. You've got a scan option as well, which you can essentially press up the top there. There's this scan there. It shows you like the health of stuff. We don't need to see that. So there's my lasers going out, and you can see it. See it hitting there and ricocheting off, and you can actually get damage on the stuff as well. One of the amazing stuff to see, one of the amazing things to see is when you get like lots and lots of just bullets, because the armor ricochets off. And you'll get, like, the bullets ricocheting off and stuff. It looks really, really cool. There's my fire going out there, doing pretty well, in fact. Now, you can imagine what this looks like when you've got loads and loads of ships and you've got loads of craft and things like that. Either way, my guns are working. There's my shields absorbing something, and looks like it's okay. How much health have we got? We are losing some health, as you can see. You can go to free camera as well at the top. This is just the auto camera. It's fairly okay, but it does do some really interesting things, like go inside different ships. Oh, I think that's blowing up. Yep, that's definitely gone. And there you go. A decisive victory for me. Good. Well, I would expect that because I've got honking space cannons, which is always cool. Anyway, there's your fight. I know a lot of people will be on either one side of the fence or the other, whether this one's saying either really like the watching bit and the battle plan, or they really hate it. Yeah, it's really completely up to you, isn't it? I don't know. Don't know what you think. I'm sure you'll let me know, though, because that's what the comment section's for. Anyway, thanks again. Bye.